All right. Should be good now. Yeah. Yeah, I changed the rating. Once I remembered that there was this warning, I changed the rating to mature, my suggested rating. I couldn't remember the first time, like, or the last time we played, so I think I said teen, 15, but no, I think this is mature. I think that's right. There's some gore. There is some kind of sexuality, not really graphic, but like where Susan was using the bathroom last time and stuff's kind of, yeah, not great. All right. Yes. Can I delete some of these extras that I don't? I'll figure it out later. Okay, we'll load this. Yep. Okay, so as a reminder, last time we finished getting out of the main part of the hospital where we were staying, where we were assigned. We, through the course of things, managed to swap our wristbands that had our names with the other patient. So even though we're Susan Ashworth, we swapped it with, I don't remember her name, but the other lady. So we looked like her. And we had a piece of paper with a form. There was a release note that said we were allowed to be released. So we showed that to the guard, and they confirmed the badge. So now we're past that wing of the hospital. We haven't left the hospital yet. We now need to find our way out of the rest of the hospital so we can be away from here so nobody can potentially drag us back. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, but in storyline, that could be a possibility. So, storage room door locked. Okay. Nothing on this bulletin board to see, apparently, yet. Door to an office. Also locked, okay. Dime ward, maternity ward. Maternity ward.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air. Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
Hey, Faux Fox. Let's see. Probably ought not to lie. Unless she's going to try to pass off the Queen of Maggots as her friend, but I'm thinking that's probably not going to be a thing. Like, the Queen of Maggots, I don't think could come into this world, let alone, like, would she reveal herself? Probably not. I think... So if you do that and you do a lie, then you're going to have to make it convincing. He's a psychologist. I doubt... Or psychiatrist, actually. Because he prescribes medication anyway. So I doubt you'll trick him. So...
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
I have no idea. I'm well. How are you doing? Little tired. I drove 8 hours this weekend and then was in a couple of meetings for about 4 hours. So about 12 hours worth of driving and meetings, but otherwise doing pretty well. I mean, not otherwise. That was fine too, but I'm just saying, like, I'm okay. In between jobs or cafe? I don't remember what she said at the beginning. Did she even say she worked? I don't remember now. That was so long ago. Crap. I mean, it made it seem like she just holed up in her apartment and didn't go anywhere at the beginning, the intro, but I don't know if she... I have no idea if she works at a cafe. We'll try this one and see.
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
I will.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Holy choices. Okay. Drink strong coffee and smoke on the balcony. Not a healthy lifestyle, but maybe. Eat breakfast, cereal usually. Cup of tea and read a newspaper. I don't know if that goes with the narrative that people usually bore her. Why would she read the newspaper if people bore her? Lie in bed and wake. Can't bring myself to open my eyes. Go to the toilet, doesn't everyone? I put the TV on so I can watch old TV shows. Let's do this one. This just seems like a normal thing initially.
I go to the toilet. Doesn't everyone?
Fair enough. What is the next thing you do then?
Oh, I don't know. I just muddle through, I guess. Don't think there's any routine to it. It depends how I feel that day.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
I mean, this is worse, arguably, right? If you don't feel safe at all. Let's try this one.
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Be nice to have more money, I guess. A good friend, someone I can finally trust. Silly, but I wish I was better looking. Something to fight for, you know, a reason to go on. feel like maybe this. Or this. I don't think this is the answer. She said being successful doesn't automatically mean money. And being better looking, I don't think that's her problem either. I mean, it's pixelated fairly, so I don't know how, like, good or bad looking she is supposed to be, but I don't feel like better looking is going to be the answer. We are trying to lure the... What are they called now? Like the fallen ones or whatever Queen of Maggots said they were? We are trying to lure them to Susan so Susan can find a way to manipulate them or whatever and off them. And I don't know... I feel like the psychologist might be one. But here's the problem. Psychologists are not supposed to get involved in with their patients personally. Or psychiatrists. Either one. Psychiatrists are not supposed to get involved with their patients personally. Like, be friends to them in their personal life and stuff. I think that's crossing an ethical boundary that they're not supposed to. So, I don't think if he's one of them that she's supposed to lure, I don't think that's going to help. It's possible if there's this, maybe he suggests some kind of an organization or something she could get involved with. And then even if he's not involved with her personally initially, at least, maybe he comes by occasionally and says hello. And then at some point they become friends outside of, because she's no longer his patient. Let's try this one. Yeah, it's that way. I get it. That's
something to fight
life.
for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
There is that. If she does that and then he does group counseling, she could be around him. And that's, of course, operating under the assumption that he's one of the fallen ones, which I don't know is true. The Queen of Maggots says we would know who they are. I feel like in terms of the game, just the characters that she tends to associate with will have one of them near her or whatever.
No, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should at least give it a go first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
Do you have problems sleeping?
Rarely. I sleep well most nights. If anything, I probably sleep too much.
Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Definitely better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck, you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet. Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yeah, well, so if she leaves, I think she just goes back to her apartment. I don't think So because she committed suicide or tried to commit suicide, she was put into psychiatric care, right? Well, now that she's been in care and they're about to release her, there's nothing holding her there once the evaluation, other than she fails the evaluation. But if she passes the evaluation, she just goes back to her apartment. They'll have checkups, and they might even demand that she go to group therapy. But other than that, she's pretty much free. So I think she just goes back to her apartment. Does she find it hard to concentrate? I don't think so. But maybe we say sometimes.
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
There was alcoholism in her father's past, I think. So even though she'd have a propensity for it, let's assume she's wise and tried to avoid that.
No.
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent. Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Do you often think about suicide?
Well, I used to think about it sometimes. Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
I suppose not. But I'm sure lots of people have times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide.
That's true, sadly.
That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
I wanted to show everyone how hurt I was deep inside.
Who did you want to know?
I'm not even sure now. People, I guess. Everyone. Myself. I don't really know. Please, ask me about something else.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Yeah, so there are, and I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist, right? But my understanding is there are specific contributing factors that make or tend to make more men prone to suicide than women. One factor I think is just stress. Stress can be a powerful depressant. If you let stressful thoughts get to you and really weigh on you, it can feel like walls are closing in and there's no way out. And it's really unfortunate, right, that people can feel that way. And this works with women too, of course. They can have the same kinds of feelings. But a lot of men traditionally have felt this heavier pressure to do specific things, to achieve specific things in whatever society they may be. And this is around the world, right? So variety of societies in Muslim countries and in Asian countries and European countries, just African countries, doesn't matter. So for example, in an African country, let's say in an African village, even though not all of Africa is like that, let's say like in an African village or whatever, maybe there's this feeling that you need to provide the food and stuff for the village or for your family or something. In an Asian culture, let's say like Japanese, for example, there's this strict honor code. And if you do something that has brought dishonor, it's extremely stressful because you've basically shamed your family is the idea. Or if you do something that causes you some kind of failure in your job or your aspirations for improving the life for your family, these kinds of things, that brings a whole lot of stress that way. In Europe, traditionally, there's been this idea, and the United States, the Western world, there's been, so Canada too, of course, there's been this idea that the man is the breadwinner and the woman stays home. I'm not saying that that's right or that I subscribe to, like, I'm not saying women can't go out of the workforce. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that's been the traditional way of looking at things. So even though a lot of society has changed in the last few decades, there's still kind of this pressure on young men often that when they become an adult, they need to become a man. So they have to internalize emotions rather than expressing those. That can build up pressure. They have to achieve certain things. They have to become, like, they're carrying on the family name. They have to achieve certain levels of success to be able to feel like they've contributed to the family, these kinds of things. So there's a lot of this kind of pressure. I'm not saying, again, that women don't feel the pressure, but women generally have traditionally been encouraged to express their emotions and to express, if they have stress, to verbalize that they're feeling a lot of stress. Men have traditionally been encouraged to kind of pretend like everything's okay and be strong for the people around them. The result is that bottled up emotions often come about, and those emotions, of course, can make you crack if your mind isn't able to deal with the amount of pressure that's been put on it. This kind of a thing, right? I'm not saying that it's right or wrong one way or the other. I'm just saying this is why, part of why the statistics are skewed more heavily toward men committing suicide, because they don't release the pressure that's internalized. So they have a tendency, anybody who would not express themselves but internalizes everything would at some point have a potential to crack under that pressure. So this is why a lot of people have this kind of problem. So anyway, so that's kind of how that statistic goes. It's pretty sad. It's I think the most important thing to do really is just to be okay with any child, boy or girl or whatever, to feel like they can express themselves, and that you will have a willing ear to open to listen to whatever they have to express, so that at least they know somebody cares. And once they know somebody cares, whether they want to express a lot of emotion or not, as long as they understand that they're okay just trying to do their best in whatever they want to do, is good enough for you as a parent or as a friend or whatever, right? I think that's really kind of one of the big keys. Anyway, so I don't remember what his question was now. What was the psychiatrist's question? Do you feel like, do you still have thoughts about killing yourself, I think, right? Do I want to have her come back to group therapy? I feel like maybe I want to have her come back to group therapy, because I think that might be interaction. Let's say this. I don't think this would be honest anyway. I don't think he would believe it if she said not anymore. Like, never? If she's already tried to kill herself, that might not be really a realistic thing to say. Let's say this one.
Sometimes, when I feel really low, I used to think everyone would be happier without me. But I guess people don't really care. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My cat. It actually has been shown, talking about suicide in general or depression in general, it's actually been shown that cats have a tendency to improve your emotions and also lower your blood pressure if you have cats around. So, unfortunately, I can't have a cat in my apartment. Maybe I need to move somewhere where I can have a cat. I'm not lonely, but I do think it would be cool to have a cat. But so that's one thing, is even though I live alone, I go out and I socialize with people often enough. And this is kind of socializing too. It's not quite the same, obviously. I would never try to say this is a good replacement for things. But I socialize with people often enough too that I think I'm not actually lonely, fortunately. And I would encourage anybody, if you're living alone, make sure you go out and socialize with people. Find people that have similar interests and do stuff with them. Because there's been some studies, I think, also that have shown that if you spend too much time alone, but especially if you spend like all of your time all day online, that you have a greater propensity toward depression as well. So I would encourage anybody, YouTuber, streamer, whatever, and just general gamer, even if you're not online, showing people you're gaming or whatever, I would say make sure that you get out and you spend time with other people in the real world. Social media nuts who do that constantly also, they tend to struggle with depression too if they do that too much. So let's see, my cats. Work used to make me happy. That's not really a good sign if it used to but doesn't anymore. I don't think she wants medication. Let's not do that. A long bath. Music. That would be cool if she plays piano. Yeah, you really do. You need to make sure you get out and socialize with people. Even if it's just people from work or something. Go grab a drink with them, or go have a game night with them, or even just talk to them on the phone or something. I think that would be good. And it would never be the same relationship, I think, as somebody your own age, but you said you have kids, so if you spend time just talking with your kids, having fun with your kids, I think that will at least help some. But I would say you probably want to associate with some people that are your own age too. Just go out and spend time doing stuff with people, I think, is important. Let's try the music. I think that's probably good.
Music. I play the piano when I'm feeling down. It's also a signal for the local cats that the food's there, ready for them. That's when they come over, when they hear the piano.
What makes you feel worse?
I think this is a bad idea. Let's not do that one. This one maybe...
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Oh, I never really thought about that. But I guess it would be a cheap one. I don't really know what they do with people like me. Maybe they just throw us in a hole and forget about it, since there'd be nobody to visit my grave anyway.
I don't think so, Susan. The city would pay for it.
Or so they want people to believe.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
I think this one or this one. There's nothing to talk about, or don't really want to talk about it. These two are... I mean, the others... Let's try this one, I think.
There's nothing to talk about.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But...
Please, you must follow me, quickly.
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way. Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
What are we doing on the roof? Liz. What the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz.
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
This is a bad idea. Calm down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
I can't save it. So, I guess we'll see. My guess is she's gonna jump no matter what you do. I don't remember. I don't know if... I know, right? Don't jump. I don't know what choice. I mean, this maybe because it matches what's going on right now. I'm talking. It's between these two choices, I think. Either she didn't tell me the story, or it's similar to this one. I don't think the others really are the same, or are what the answer is. I don't know. Let's do this.
Actually, I don't think you told me that story.
Maybe I didn't. Or maybe you just didn't pay attention like everyone else.
But, okay, I can prove to you that I listened. Just don't jump, please.
You can prove it? Fine. I'll give you a second chance. Did I tell you about my flatmate? Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? If you really listened, you will remember this one.
Gosh. All right. Test my knowledge, huh? Hang on. Let me see if I look at my past video I did. Let me see. I think it was at the end of the video. Let me see. Wow. Okay, hard drive, spin up, please, so I can... Super delayed. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me... Okay, and then she says... Let's see. So here's the conversation. You'll hear it. You won't see it, but you'll hear it. Actually, here, hang on. Let's do this. What? How's that right? That's not right. What the? Why do I have 12 listings for stuff now? That doesn't make sense. What the crapping? This doesn't make any sense. Like, what the actual... Okay, let's do this. There, that's good enough, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to play this so you could see what we saw from last time, and we'll see what she said, because I don't remember. She had a cat, or was it multiple cats? She had at least a cat, and she lived alone, but with a cat, or with multiple cats.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds, and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way. I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you'd done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million. I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here it is. You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
I feel like she's one of the parasites. The Queen of Maggots warned you, Susan Ashworth, that the 5 parasites would seem to be your friend, would act really nice and stuff, but really they're there to try to hurt you. Yeah. What? Okay, and then I don't
So
think... Oh, no, there is.
Turning?
Here. Okay. Wait. No. But really, they're there to try to... I guess we'll let this happen again, because apparently she talks right after this. Somehow. What? Wait, what? That's what I would say now, too.
Bad dream?
I don't know how long it takes me to make a decision on this one. Come on.
No, just a dream like any other.
Oh, that's fine then. I nearly woke you up, you see. Saw you tossing and turning as I came in here. You looked like you were having a horrible nightmare. I get nightmares sometimes. I get them, and I can't wake up. Or sometimes I dream that I'm falling. Those are strange dreams. Because I think I like them. I keep falling, but I never fall, if you know what I mean. Never hit the ground. Never.
Interesting. That would be kind of peaceful if you didn't hit the ground. You just kept falling and falling and falling. At a certain point, that'd be probably relaxing, actually.
What was your name again?
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
They make auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously, I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then... I woke up here, and I saw you. Can you now tell me who found me, and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I told you that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course. She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now, Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter. Whoever she is, she lied.
But Why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
So she lied. It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help. Sorry. How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit, where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
I still think she ends up being the parasite, not Dr. X, but okay.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure, but it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills.
Yeah, maybe. So a parasite, from what the Queen of Maggots said, the parasite wants to use and hurt people, and I don't know that they specifically want to kill people, but they don't care if people get hurt. So people do end up dying as a result of what they do. I think that's kind of the idea. Think of like what a parasite actually is, and then think of like a metaphorical parasite on people. Somebody who basically sucks like emotion and energy and stuff out of people so that they are worse off for having met them. I think that's the idea.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier.
In my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because?
That's a possibility too.
Okay.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so.
So stripper was her roommate.
She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right.
Okay, so finally we got the answer. This is what we heard on my Halloween stream, so it's a while ago. It's part of why I was replaying it. Both to help me find out the information, but then also so we could kind of get a little bit of a refresher of some of the background stuff.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels when you're trapped and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
Okay, I guess we're finding out. Oh, come on! I got the internal error thing, which means we have to redo all this stuff again. Damn it. That happened before, too. It's so stupid.
You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy.
All right, well, let's see what she has to say on that.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Okay, so stripper and Valentine's Day. All right, let's get back to this. Get into the game again. Freaking, this is so frustrating. Why does it crash? Because I tab away for a second. Ugh. Gosh dang it. Why is it not... okay, there. I was like, why is it not showing up? Okay. Load. So dumb. Okay, yep. Do this again.
And you...
We get it, we get it, we get it, we get it. A whole bunch of dialogue that is going to take me 5 years to get through. Go, 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 go.
Now I'd like to...
I'd like to go home.
Of course, sir. Are you...
Like I said, this, right? Yeah.
I live on my own. I don't... Sometimes I'm happy. I'd like...
What do you do?
I'm awake.
You do.
It's okay.
It's
I...
Describe... What is the... Fair...
Oh, don't think this...
Would you say that you feel safer at home?
I've just... It makes... If I...
What do you think? Or rather, what is one thing...
Something to... Well...
Have you...
think we said this, right? Yeah.
No, especially the
You should at least give it. If you don't,
if you and
do you have problems?
rare, if any.
Would you describe for me how you feel it?
Definitely.
Good. With the same. Do you
Yeah.
drink alcohol?
No,
That's good.
I never.
X. Sometimes when do you off?
Well, don't you think
Susan, would
I? s-
Sue?
I really.
Please, why did you really try to?
I wanted
Who
people myself. I don't really.
do you?
Sometimes I just. But I guess besides.
What makes you?
Music that
What makes?
people I don't own
So you
because that's true.
have you?
Oh, but I don't. Maybe they.
I don't think so, Susan. This.
Or
Finally,
Eric.
Yes. What can you tell? What had happened?
There's nothing.
Okay. Are you?
That's a hard one. But the answer.
Excellent. What?
Well, it was.
Okay, so we go back to here now.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
Okay.
I went after her.
So stripper and Valentine's Day.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed.
You go first. Susan, please, let's go.
I think I can hear.
Damn it! Let's. Turn left here.
Okay, we're almost back. I think I'm gonna
What are
see
we
if I
doing
can-
on the roof? Liz,
Can I save it here? Okay. Save it here so I don't have to re-friggin' do it again. This is the 16th, right? Alright, so now if I have a problem, I have to redo all that.
what the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
this is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
And I said this.
Actually, I don't think you told me that story.
Maybe I didn't. Or maybe you just didn't pay attention like everyone else.
But, okay, I can prove to you that I listened. Just don't jump, please.
You can prove it? Fine. I'll give you a second chance. Did I tell you about my flatmate? Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? If you really listened, you will remember this one.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels when you're trapped and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You've got this one right. But it's not enough. Don't feel responsible. You didn't cause me this pain. This suffering. I have to do this to be free again. Jump with me, Susan. Do it, while you still can.
No!
So we couldn't save her anyway. Damn, that sucks. We got an achievement called I listened after that at the end of the conversation, but wasn't enough. Dang it.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you were absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's alright.
Stop treating me like I'm crazy. Fine, I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life. I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
I knew the doctor was bad. I freaking knew it. Scumbag. You even saw in that first video I said I'm pretty sure the doctor is one of the parasites.
Where am I?
I'm back with the Queen of Maggots, I'm pretty sure. In the intermediate world. Wonder what it does. Did it not do anything? Oh, there you go.
Nasty Dr. X.
Who are you?
I am the Crow, of course. I will get you out of here. Unless Susan wants to stay. I thought so. There are two doors leading out of this place. One of them will simply take Susan back to where she belongs. But behind the other one, there is a
are those doors? I can't see them.
Just walk back to the right side of the stage. Ideally, the Susan can't miss them.
What do you want to bet? The thing is, I don't know. Can I say over the top of? Okay. I'll just... There is supposed to be some way to delete some of these. So I'll just, like, after I stream today, I'll delete one of the extra ones. Hey, Slagged Fire, how's it going, man? Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Okay, he said it's over to the right, so... Here we go, 2 doors.
That's Susan like my girls. I knew she would.
Whatever they are, tell them to stop staring.
But they are here to guide Susan. They are the guardians of the doors. They know which door she should enter to get her rewards. But there is one problem.
There's always a problem. I'm not even surprised. Which door should I go through?
I will leave that to Susan's own best judgment. But this might be her only chance to find what she had lost. Waste it. And Susan will never get it back. Susan has one question. And she can only ask one of them. She must use it wisely.
Fine, I can do that. But what's the catch?
It's very simple. One of my girls always tells the truth, while the other one always lies.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you can't tell me which is which?
It's something I've forgotten myself a long time ago, Susan. But does it really matter? One question is all Susan needs to find the right door.
If you've seen the movie Labyrinth, you know the answer to this riddle. If you've not seen that, this is still an old Greek riddle. So when one of them always tells the truth, one of them always lies, the way to get around that is to ask either of them, doesn't matter which one you ask, what would the other say I need to choose? Because if you ask the one who tells the truth, so let's start with the other way. If you ask the one who lies, what would the other one tell me? Let's say the correct door is the right door. If you ask the one who lies, what would the other say? The other one would obviously say the right door. So the one lying would say that the other one would say the left door because it's lying. If you instead choose the one that always tells the truth, the one who always tells the truth would say the right door, but you're not asking that. You're asking what would the other one say. So the one who tells the truth would, knowing that the other one lies, would say whatever the other one would say. So if the one who would lie would say the left door, because they're lying, then the one that tells the truth would say that the other one would say the wrong door. So you would know not to choose the opposite of whatever they say. So, alright. Wish it had stopped staring at me. Poke.
That'll teach you to stop staring, you horrible, ugly doll.
Just poke it, okay. Alright. Which door will lead me to a room? Which door would the other doll point me to? Yep.
Which door would the other doll point me to?
The right. So you choose the left. Because if this doll's lying, so if if the other doll tells the truth, it would say the correct door. So if this one's lying, it's going to say the opposite of the correct door. So you don't want to choose the right, you want to choose the left. If this one is telling the truth, it would say that the other doll would lie. So if the correct door is to the left, the other doll would say the right door, and this one telling the truth would say that the other doll would say the right door. So you're going to choose the left no matter what.
Is this supposed to be my reward? Flowers? I hate flowers. You lied to me. You lied.
The great reward was the achievement we just got.
Did you really think there would be anything precious waiting for you here? Look at the lovely roses. Just like everything else in you. They just turn into ash.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Slagfire. Exactly what I said, and you said exactly the same thing. All right, well, if your internet craps out, I apologize. You will see this uploaded on YouTube and on Twitch, so if you have a problem with it doing it live, you'll be able to watch the video after the fact. So hopefully that'll be all right. So I'll see you later if you need to go, man. Thanks for stopping by. Candle? Strange, flame seems so strong and steady, but there's no smoke. Okay. Are they all the same, or are any of them different? That one is blown out. This one's out. Okay, so this one's out. The others are all lit. I really don't know if we're supposed to blow these out or not. Alright, take it easy, man. See you later. Gosh. Okay, let's blow them out and see what happens. Do I really want to... Hang on. Do I really want to redo a bunch of... Well, we could just easily fast forward. It's fine. Okay. Yep. I just don't want to have to we already did our big redo tonight. I don't want to have to do it again, but it shouldn't be too bad. So did I just kill myself? I didn't mean to, but maybe I just... Hospital body bag. Is it her staring back at herself? This game is so trippy.
You treacherous, dirty bastard. I opened my heart to you, and you stabbed me to death in cold blood. You'll pay for this. I swear you will. But this means the old woman was right. I can't die. I'm immortal. I think it's time to find out how very mortal you are, Doctor.
It's the suicide note I wrote. Why would he put it up on the wall? My name is Susan Ashworth. I live alone in this old 2-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside. He brings his victims down here in hospital body bags. Piece of sharp iron bar is stuck in the girl's chest. Jeez, this guy, seriously. I knew he was a friggin'... Okay. Especially when Liz said he had this weird way of just pulling secrets out of you and stuff. Yeah, she can't die. That's the thing. The Queen of Maggots made it so Susan could not die. So I think it's not permanent, but I think Susan cannot die so long as she's getting rid of the parasites for the Queen of Maggots. Another unlucky victim of the killer. So it looks like she's been dead for a long time. Jeez. Fucking scumbag. Old rusty door. Wasn't even locked? Wait. Crap. She said I'm not even... Okay. I'm not gonna pause. I guess you can just pause it and see what it says. I don't know what it said. I'm not even surprised or something, but I didn't know it was gonna go that fast. Door. Chair. If I don't find anything else, maybe I can use a chair as a weapon. Although I've got this bar. Oh, I see. Lucky I didn't sit in it. Still, this wooden leg might be of some use. Just needs a bit of an edge to it. Okay, so we got a couple potential weapons. What the? Light goes out just randomly? Alright. Soap. Old bar of soap on one of the shelves. Grab that. We'll just leave it. Weird. Yeah, so can I wash? Oh, actually what I want is this. There we go. Covered in lather now. Might be useful for something, I guess. Okay, like, oh, I'm not gonna wash myself apparently? Okay. Looks very sharp. Take. I have 3 potential weapons, plus soap could be a weapon if I, like, lather the floor or something so somebody slips. Possibly. Lady with an ermine. Examine body. Body's quite badly decomposed already. While real art lasts forever, doctors' models will soon rot and fall apart. That sick man. How did he manage to hide all this madness? Doll. I guess he couldn't get a hold of an ermine, so he used this creepy baby doll instead. Ugh. Take the doll's head. I could probably find some use for this, maybe. Getting a lot of random objects, so how does this work? I just scroll to... Oh, okay, I see. Yep, okay. Danger sign. Seems the place has been closed down a long time ago. One day, when they eventually demolish it, all the evidence will get buried deep under the piles of rubble. Convenient, yeah. This must be the only way out of here? Oh. Liz. God dang it. Oh, it's Liz. But it's impossible. I spoke to her last night. I tried to stop her from jumping. And yet, here she is. Stuck on a metal rod, looking like she's been dead for a lot longer than that. What? Was she really there, just already dead? Let's go, because I missed a thing. What happened then? Was it just a dream? Am I really going crazy? Or was she really there? Or just already dead? Pockets are empty. Let's take her down. I hope at least you'll find some peace in death. Doctor, friggin', that doctor's gonna pay. Oh, I've seen something like this before. The living paintings. Except this here is a dead body suspended on wires and tied to a chair. Jeez. This guy's friggin' sick, dude.
You're gonna pay for this, you bastard.
Seems he used a lot of makeup to turn her into the spitting image of Mona Lisa. Oh, hang on. What's this one? Enter this. Skeleton. A fake skeleton. It had probably been used for teaching before it ended up here. Bolt. Large metal bolt lies on one of the shelves. Okay. We'll add that to our exam. The doctor probably considers himself quite an artist. Could probably make a weapon here. Can't do anything with the soap here. Doll's head. Oh. That's it. I could take it now. Wow. Brutal. Alright, let's... Will it work? Examine workbench. Alright, we have a weapon now. I'm ready for you now, Doctor. Bring it on. Let's see what's in your head. I like it. Get him. Get him. Scumbag. Jeez, dude. Venus. Examine the body. Another poor victim of the Mad Doctor. Something shiny in one of her fingers. A metal nut is stuck on her finger like a ring. I could pull it off if the finger wasn't so swollen and stiff. Soap to remove that. Okay. Now we have... Okay. Girl with pearl earring. Gosh, and like the bottom half of her is nude and stuff. Jeez, dude. Her limp body's positioned in the exact same way as the painting. Seems killer used wire to keep her head tilted to the side. This guy is so messed up, dude. Rusty metal locker. Let's open it quietly. Was that quiet? I don't actually know. Wrench. Wrench might be useful. Okay. Anything else inside? Yep. No.
I don't need eyes to enjoy your fear. Scream louder, little bitch. Scream your lungs out. Louder, I said. Yes, this is by far my favorite of songs. Would you like me to dance for you? Unlike you, I know all art needs to be appreciated. Your scream is like a poem without words.
He's wearing a mask and a blindfold. He's convinced I'm dead and no one knows about this place. Well, looks like you just made a big mistake, you arrogant...
Your body, an instrument. I never thought you had it in you. And yet you make every fiber in my body tremble with excitement. Your body will forever be admired by those like me, who understand the only pure and true form of art.
Night. Oh, there we go. A lady with a mace achievement. You'll feel a sharp scratch. What's up, Doc? Do you believe in karma, Doc? See you in hell, or say nothing. I think say nothing so we don't draw attention to ourselves. Just in case. I don't know if we can handle them otherwise. Let's just do this. I mean, some of the others are great ending lines for movies. I don't know if it really works in this case. Let's just do this. He finally got what he deserved. I hope he rots in hell. I've just saved this girl's life, but why do I still feel so angry?
Thank you. Thank you so much. He would have killed me. Like the others. The animal. You gave him what he deserved. Who are you?
My name is Susan Ashworth. They call me the Cat Lady. Doesn't matter. Forget you ever saw me. Just go. Let's do this. It's kind of like we're a superhero.
They call me the Cat Lady. Now get out of here. Call the police. I'm going home.
Chapter 3. Chapter 1 was the other world where we had the conversation with the Queen of Maggots. Chapter 2 is the hospital, obviously. River. It's Chapter 3, okay.
Standing by the river, I wonder, do I need a stone? No. My heart is heavy enough. It will drag me down for sure.
Alright. Finally, I'm back home. I will be safe here. First of all, I should wash off all the horrible memories of this night. Dying for a shower, something to eat, some coffee, a cigarette. I'd love to see my cats, too. Let's just pretend for a minute that everything is back to normal. I survived, after all. Maybe now I could try to enjoy little things in life? Oh. Okay, yeah, I could do this. One step at a time. Alright, take a shower. Let's do this. 03 1619 Chapter 3. Okay. There's a kitchen. And it says take a shower. Do I want to do other things first? Let's look at the other things first if I can. Okay. Shouldn't go in there covered in blood and take a shower first. Okay. On. Phone. Stopped paying my phone bills a long time ago. Now I can no longer make any outgoing calls. Just as well. Got no one to call anyway. It's not ringing at the moment. Alright. Switch on. Cabinet, examine. Old cabinet where I keep books, mail, magazines, and wine glasses. Can't remember the last time I used these. Haven't had a drink since Eric. Yeah, her scummy former ex-husband. I think it was husband, yeah. Piano. Examine. I use this old piano to summon my cats. They come when they hear me playing. Unfortunately, so do the neighbors, sometimes. Let's not play it right now. We're bloody. We'll do that later. I'm just kind of looking around right now. Laundry rack. Used to hang my clothes here to dry when the weather was good. It's broken now, like everything else in this damn flat. Mug. My favorite coffee mug. Must have left it here before. Bowls. These are for my cats. I'll always put the food out for them once they're here. I guess that's it for now. So we'll go ahead and use the bathroom. Let's see. Why are things like glowing and stuff? Like what the heck? Okay. On. Anything else besides the bath? Toilet. Let's not do that again. Get ready for possible nudity. I don't know. This is M for mature. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's pull the curtain first. Oh, maybe I don't. Let's pull the curtain back. Maybe it won't show if I do that. Let's do a shower. Great. I must have run out of money for the on the electric meter. Can't take a shower in the dark. I must get the electricity back on. Should be some money in there. Red gauge shows her mental state goes up whenever she gets upset. When it fills up, she'll suffer a complete breakdown. Jeez. Great. That's friggin' fantastic and stuff. Wait. Yeah, she did in the bedroom, right? Where's the bedroom? It's balcony door, chair, window. Well, let's look at these chairs, I guess, first. Sit in the chair. Still covered in blood. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's fine. Window. Open. It's already open. Shut. Vents. For my cats, if the windows are shut, they can always enter through the vents. Light switch on. No money for elect. Yeah, okay. Spare bedroom. Bedroom door. I think it's going to be in her bedroom, not the spare bedroom. Let's look at this anyway. Rather not go into this room in the dark. I'll try later when the lecture's back on. Oh, yeah. Examine. Spare bedroom, I was going to decorate it so I could rent it out, but I never got around to it. Alright. Closet door. Light switch. Bag.
What's this? Old poems of mine. I used to write them when I felt really sad. This one here, River. I must have been reading it the night I took the pills. Why is there still a part of me that wishes I'd never got out of that hospital alive?
River was the poem, or was the name of this chapter too. Paintings, bed, cat clock. At some point in my life, I must have thought I could fill the empty gap with this cat-related junk. Sometimes I think it's actually this clock that keeps me awake with a constant bobbing back and forth, but I never had a heart to get rid of it. Why would I want to do that? It's not like I've got a job to go to or someone to meet. Time has no meaning to me anymore. Oh. Okay, let's just grab the bag. Examine the bag. It's my bag. Search. Some loose change inside. I better take it. £5. Is that all I've got left? Damn, I won't get any more money for at least another 2 weeks. Where have I spent it all? Oh, there's a pack of cigarettes here as well. You're coming with me, my little poisonous friends. Money in the meter outside the flat. Gosh, I'll have to go outside the flat again. Ah! It was just a shadow. It's an old electric meter. Instead of paying monthly bills, simply put coins in the slot to credit the meter. There's no more credit left on it at the moment. Okay. Oops. This. Use. That should last a few days if I remember to switch the lights off when I leave the room. Blue gauge goes up when Susan is happy and satisfied. When it fills up, she'll be able to relax and get some rest. Alright. So now, no, hang on. We want to go in the bathroom. Enter. Turn this one on. There we go. And then let's take a shower.
Standing by the river, I smile. Will I miss it all? No. I'll be glad to leave it behind and never come back.
That feels better. Now I should grab some food. When was the last time I ate? I'm starving. Where's the kitchen? Is over here, right? Enter. On. Kettle. Microwave oven. Cupboard. Let's look at the cupboard first. Get some food, have coffee, and a cigarette. Box of matches, because she'll want to get a cigarette, I guess. So take that. Tin of cat food. Coffee friend drink whitener. I guess that's what, is that like cream or something then?
I should make a coffee first.
Okay. Corkscrew. Okay. Let's do this. Kettle's empty. Fill it up. Switch on. Make coffee. Nearly done, but I don't drink black coffee, yeah. So we do this.
Now it's a perfect mug of coffee.
Tastes great. It can only taste better with a cigarette. Nothing to light here. Oh. Okay. Examine. Wonder if immortal people can still get cancer from smoking. Rarely smoke inside the flat. I had one in my bedroom before I took all those pills. But really, I don't like to smell cigarettes indoors. I should smoke on the balcony. Okay. Let's see what's in here to eat. Cheeseburger? Yeah, I guess, right?
I need a mug of coffee first.
Oh. Because I finished drinking. Okay. Well, whatever. Inner white. Microwave. Okay. I guess that's it for now. We'll go to the balcony and smoke. No. Balcony door.
It's this damn bird again. Go away! Shoo!
Same bird keeps staring at me with his evil eye. Could be the same sort of bird I saw in the woods. Must get rid of it. Can't relax while it's here. Inside. She's walking on her own, so I don't know at this point. What? It's glitched. She keeps walking to the left. I'm not walking her to the left. What are you doing? There. No, it's still moving to the left. Why is it moving to the left on its own? I don't understand why it keeps moving on its own. What do I have that I'm going to be able to get rid of the bird with? Cabinet, switch, phone. Not there. What am I going to... Cabinet? Yeah, nothing else. Okay. Oh, you know what? I will play the piano. Summon the cats. Cover the airplane. So do the neighbors sometimes. Not now? Oh. I guess not. I thought I put it away. Damn thing. I wish it'd just disappear, but here it is, reminding me of the past. Examine. Used to be pretty sure once, but that was about 15 years ago. moving! Stop moving! Gosh, freaking stupid glitch now. Not sure what to do with the old rag. This constant moving to the left is really getting annoying. I don't know what's going on. I can't stop it. Vents, light switch. So I can't, apparently I cannot call the cats right now. Closet door. Just some clothes and shoes, don't need any of these. Switch on. Window, paintings, bed. How am I going to get rid of that stupid bird? I don't know how to get rid of the dumb bird. Switch, phone, bathroom door. There wasn't anything in here, right? That I would use. Bath. And a toilet, but otherwise, you know. Kitchen. There wasn't. Was there anything still in the kitchen? That. Come on with the constant to the left. It's pulling me out of the friggin' kitchen too. Can't even. Cupboard. Come on. And then it crashes. All right, well, we're done tonight, I guess. Jeez. Yeah, okay. We get it. We get it. The game broke. We get it. Thank you. Glitch in the game, I swear. Look, like I'll go to like the chat right here. I'll type like JONES. Cursor's not moving to the left. So something in the game went buggy. Oh, whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's just like, okay, I guess I can't do that now. So it's not super terrible. We'll just start chapter 3 again next time when we play. So that looks like that's going to do it for tonight. I'm not going to start it over again and then have us not get almost any distance, right? That's fine. I have a better idea of what to do next time when we play next Saturday. So, which again, I'm not positive. I think I may be a little bit late, but I hopefully won't be too late, but we'll have to see. I'm not sure how that's going to work out next Saturday. I will be streaming tomorrow, same time as normal. So, no, sorry. Tomorrow will not be the same time. I will stream an hour earlier because I've talked about my parents' 50th wedding anniversary coming up this year. It's in August. Anyway, so we're all, my brother, my sister, my parents, and I are all having a conversation for planning the venue and stuff like that. And that's going to be at basically that'll be halfway through my stream if I start at the normal time. So I'm going to start an hour earlier, so I'll just be finishing the stream when the phone call that we're going to have happens. So anyway, so thanks for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow if you can make it on my stream. Otherwise, next Saturday for that stream if you can make it. Or I'll talk to you in my other videos that I post during the week. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay awesome. And I'll see you guys next time. Till then. Peace.